Alright, so this is a video I didn't want to make, but I guess I have to make it, unfortunately. I've been on YouTube for the past 2 years now, and I've never actually come into a situation where I've seen this, limited or no ads. Now, let me backtrack a little bit. About a week ago or so, I guess, maybe 2 weeks, I received a copyright strike on my channel. I don't want to get too far into it. You guys that stick around and know me and my channel know that the strike impacted my channel in a negative way. Now, thousands of you spoke out against it. Thousands of you were in my corner, and I appreciate it so much. You don't know. You will never know how much I really appreciate it. To have that many people stick up for me when I've never had people stick up for me, it's... I don't know. I guess just faith in humanity restored. Put it that way. But seriously though, you guys stuck up for me and I really appreciated it. And I thought that would have been the end of it when the strike was removed. Unfortunately, I believe that when the strike hit my channel, it also made my channel subject to review of the limited or no ad system that's new to YouTube. Prior to the strike, I never had any indication at all of even seeing this. And after the strike, shortly after the strike, might I add, I got limited or no ads at like 12 o'clock. I remember the night it happened, and it was pretty terrifying, because right now I have like 10 pages of videos that need to be reviewed and stuff, because it's an absolute nightmare. You can only imagine what that does to the advertisement revenue that I make to continue doing this and making videos for you guys to watch. You guys were in my corner. We got the strike resolved. Unfortunately, I personally feel like that strike is what's impacted my channel the way it has now, where I have pages and pages and pages of videos that are demonetized. These videos, mind you, shouldn't be demonetized. Every single video I've submitted for review has been proven to be advertiser friendly, and as such has had full advertisements brought back, but it's taking so long for them to go down through so many of these videos, and a lot of these videos don't even qualify anymore because they are not in the threshold that they require for you to have a review. Now, I'm going to explain some stuff for current content creators that are worried about YouTube, or they see their channel declining a bit, or they see lower subscriber gains. I can't really justify the lower subscriber gains, but I can justify lower views for this month. So if you're a creator and you're worried, well, you can panic a little bit, like I am, but you don't need to panic too much. So, more or less, when a video is demonetized like this with limited or no ads, meaning that video is no longer generating much, if any, revenue, pennies basically, compared to the dollars it could be generating, when a video is demonetized, no one really, I don't think anyone has seen concrete evidence of this, but I mean, logically, it would make sense for this to be a thing, and there are many other creators that would agree with me on this. When a video is demonetized, Google will look at that video, and their bottom line is to make money. They want to make money. They're a corporation. They're a giant company, and ultimately they're here to make money, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I mean, the world goes around with money, right? I mean, it pays your bills. You need money to pay your bills and live. The issue with it on YouTube is that when you have a demonetized video, I am willing to bet, which I have proof to back this up, but if a video is demonetized, YouTube will look at that video, and then they will look at a similar video that has full advertisements, and well, I guess you can come to the conclusion on what video is going to get less promotion on their related fields, which is a little sidebar you see when the video is right here. It's a little sidebar down in the right where you look for more videos. You scroll down and look for more videos and stuff. That's basically where most of the views come from, besides the sub boxes. Now, if your video is not getting promoted in the suggested field or related fields because it's not going to earn YouTube as much money, in turn, that severely impacts your channel. So you will see less views overall on that video, which I've actually noticed a lot this month, which it's really, really bad, unfortunately. It seems to only get worse, and this whole demonetization thing was brought on by the new advertiser-friendly system where advertisers can now choose where their advertisements are placed directly, because they got frustrated with YouTube a couple months ago when PewDiePie and the WSJ got into it. The Wall Street Journal have killed YouTube channels, very big channels and very small channels, and I consider myself a small channel. I don't know, 200,000 subscribers seems like a lot to someone that doesn't have 200,000, but when you're in that position, I don't feel like I'm anything special. I don't feel like I'm some giant or anything like that. I'm just another person like you guys. The only difference is I have an expensive microphone and I make videos. Ultimately, that's what that comes down to, in my mind. Now, that's explaining that to some of you guys who are creators. So breathe a sigh of relief. It's out of your control. It's not your channel isn't likable or this or that. You might have done something in a video, or you might have done nothing in a video that ended up getting it demonetized. That's just it, and you have to request the review. Now, on top of that, the lower subscriber gains, I'm not sure what happened there. I think it's just because it's back to school and not as many people are watching YouTube videos because, well, everyone's going back to school. It's the famous September slump where your views are going to, on average, drop about 30%. For me, I see like 50 to 60% though, which is kind of scary because that's kind of scary. That's putting you on the borderline of, oh, am I gonna have to stop doing this because it's messed up, I guess. Something that I really pride myself in on this channel is I'm really transparent with you guys. I'm as transparent as I possibly can because it's one of the fundamental things that I have about myself, I guess, that I have to be open and honest with you guys. And at the end of the day, you can judge me however you want based on my actions and what I tell you. Overwhelmingly, you've been incredibly positive, which is something I'm not used to in my life. Really not something I'm used to, seeing positives, because I usually am the type of guy that can only get the negatives out of situations. So having you guys here for me has been an incredible experience, and it's the primary reason why I still do YouTube 2 years in, because there's so much positivity in the community and so many of you actually care. It's actually caring that, I guess, gets to me and makes me care more. I feel like I could do more for the community and people around the world. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I want to do. I want to ultimately make an impact, even if it's just something as small as distracting someone for a couple minutes out of the day from a problem they're having or something. It's why I'm here. And it sounds cliche, I know, but I'm not gonna say it if it's not true. I'm not that type of person. Or it could be something like donating to a charity or doing a charity live stream, which I want to do. There's so much stuff that I want to do here on YouTube, and I mean, it's kind of messing with that in a really bad way, but I do have a solution, and I don't know how you guys are going to take the solution, and I will be completely transparent with you guys, but let's just move over here. Now, I've taken a moment to explain the entire situation on YouTube to you guys and what's really happening on the platform. Unfortunately, YouTube is changing, and in some cases, it's changing for the worse. A lot of creators are actually struggling right now and having issues with their ad revenue going down substantially. They're also having issues with their channels coming to a standstill, which is basically what's happening to me right now, and I have a huge issue with. Currently trying to work past that, not really working out. It seems like everything I do, YouTube pushes back just a little harder than what I can push forward. And even with all my experience and my countless hours of trying to understand YouTube and reading information and stuff, it's still just not a viable. I just can't do it for some reason. I'm not sure if I'm making any progress with it actually. But I have a Patreon page, and I've never promoted this in the past because, and you guys know this, like I said, I've mentioned it before, but I'm like, you know, don't bother being a Patreon or anything like that. It's not, you know, I'm in a great spot, and I don't want to ask for help because I hate asking for help, and I don't want to be like one of those content creators that are just like, oh, give me money, please. But unfortunately, as much as I rag on that stuff, I'm actually in a position now where I'm seeing a very alarming drop in my channel, which I believe is from the copyright strike, causing my channel to be reviewed by the advertisement system, which has caused every single upload that I make to go into review, which causes that video to get demonetized, earn less money, substantially less money, and get less traffic to it because it's not earning as much money for YouTube, which YouTube takes 45% of our earnings already. They take a big cut of what we get. On top of any network that you're with, my network takes 10%, and I view a network as insurance for a channel. So I don't mind that, because if something ever happened to my channel, they would, you know, hit me up, or I'd hit them up and they'd fix it for me, which is the main thing, because I can still be on the platform after something horrible happens, you know, if it did happen. But I'm going to leave a link to my Patreon in the description and comment section of this video. If you've made it to this point in the video, well then obviously you care more than the average person or the average Joe who just clicked off the video. And I appreciate that you actually took a second to hear me out. Even if you don't pledge any money at all, and you just sat here to listen to what I have to say, I appreciate that, because it helps spread more word about it. If you want, you can share this video with other people and other content creators so they can understand what's happening with their videos and why they might not be seeing the same amount of views and stuff as they would normally see. But if you would like to help me out personally, you can actually pledge to be a supporter or a donator or whatever you want. And it's a monthly thing. You just give the money. It's not like, you know, it's required or anything like that. I'm not going to like put a wall up and be like, oh, you got to charge for my content, because like I said, it's something I'll never do. I do this because I enjoy doing it, and it just so happens it pays the bills, which I want this to continue to pay the bills. Now, I need to be clear with you, and like I said, transparency and stuff, I'm not in the worst position in the world. I've seen a dramatic decline in the channel, and I've seen a dramatic loss of numerous things, but I do have savings. And I'm still earning money from YouTube. I can still pursue this, but I'm getting to a point where it's going to be very questionable if I will be able to, and this might be something that I need to make ends meet. If I do end up with excess money or things pick up, I'll make an update video on it. I will close this Patreon account, and any excess that I have will either go to charity, and I'll prove that in a video, or I will give out as many games as I can to the community, because you guys know that I'm big on game giveaways, especially over my Discord. I give away games all the time. I love doing that. I love making people's day like that. There's nothing that can make someone happier than actually impacting their life in a positive way to me, and giving someone a copy of a game they like, or just doing something for them, to me it's just, I can't even explain it. There's no set of words I have in my vocabulary that'll explain the feeling it gives you. But if you want to help me out and you want to support what I'm doing and ensure my future on the platform because you enjoy my content, or you just enjoy having me around as a person on YouTube, I guess just leave a donation if you want, even if it's a one-time thing. Even cents help, to be honest with you. But that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much if you've made it this far into the video, because it's a lot of ranting and a lot of stuff. I still have to clean up this page a little bit, but I'm getting there. And yeah, but I'll leave a link. Hopefully I see you guys over there. If not, well, spread the word of what's happening on YouTube. And yeah, that's it, guys. By the way, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It's a different type of video. I don't usually do non-game related videos, but this is kind of important. I think you can agree with me on that, right, bud? Yeah, I think you agree. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.